you steal an End spell, it's not really good. Visage, meh.
Puck is great though.
I mean, sure. But then what if he kills you? Can't argue with that one.
Yeah. Talk about Socks though. He's playing Marcy as support.
Correct.
I would say normally, I'm not a huge fan of this hero in general, but as support, especially with this facet, very strong with the rebound.
It's kind of big. I'm not gonna lie. You can save, you can get people in. There's like so many different ways that you can play. As V-Tuna in a lot of trouble.
Oh yeah. Socks up.
Okay, good jukes. He knows his tree lines.
He does, but you're like, he's in a world of hurt here.
He is. I mean, he should be fine. I saw that he did have a salve coming out. I mean, when you play against Visage, it's very... There's a few things you have to do. You need to stay on high HP, which means tangos, you need a salve early on. And when minute 3 pops, we better be seeing raindrops on both these heroes here in the safe lane of Virtus Pro.
Socks and company want to dive this.
Now that the light has been shut off,
Okay,
is there anything VP can do?
Right. Are you asking yourself because you're the analyst?
I'm asking you.
Is there anything VP can do at 1.5 minutes?
Now that the lights are off.
Oh, the light situation. Okay. It's come full circle here. It's BZM on the puck mid lane versus Lornoff on the DK. How does this matchup typically go? Is it just a trade of farm generally?
It's kind of a trade, but it is slightly DK favored. I would say it used to be more DK favored, but with all the new like additions to innates and facets, you know, curveball being good and Puck being able to have the innate, the puckish.
What was changed with curveball to make it good? I thought it was always good to begin with, but nobody was picking it.
I mean, first of all, it deals like more damage. Like the way that you can like kind of choose where it gets slow. On the AoE where it passes through, you deal percentage damage of your level of warp. And I think it's also the fact that there's more stuff you can do.
All right, I'm turning around again. This was a pause by V-Tune. Maybe the light has been redirected onto their side now. Got a double check here. Looks like it's actually quite dim overall, except for on 33.
Yeah, that's why they're going again.
He has that pale complexion. I can, of course, attest
keep
to that.
Very close tabs on the lighting.
Back into the game we go as Lornoff. Breathe firing BZM. Sorry, you were saying something about this matchup. And I was thinking about the lights, I won't lie.
Anyway.
The curveball.
This traditionally used to be a very good matchup for DK. I believe it still is. I haven't seen it too much because people don't love playing DK all that much. But it isn't as bad as it used to be for Puck, is what I was saying.
But what was changed with curveball? Did you answer that?
Yeah, I did. It deals damage where your orb slows down. You know, it deals percentage damage.
Did it not always do that?
No, that is very recent. It's 5% per second where your orb slows down. Another thing that's good with curveball is it makes your, first of all, your orb last longer, and it can also go faster. I mean, it's up to you how you use it.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally just better than the other orb.
Absolutely.
It's one of the cooler facets in the game, so I'm glad we're seeing that consistently now. It's V-Tune, round number 2 on the Abbey. And doesn't have to play against the Shadow Shaman this time. I mean, I feel like that played almost no role at all.
No, until the very end, but even then, you're down 20k gold, so...
Yeah, at that point it became almost irrelevant.
He is still playing against Doom, which is not a great matchup, but I would say that for now, that's a whole
Assumption rips through V-Tune. It's up the Aphotic Shield, but another Soul Assumption for the road. 33 with First Blood. Extra gold in his pocket with that facet. Starting this lane for Tundra.
This is just bad. I mean, because I was about to say, you know, they did well. They kind of survived the first, like, couple minutes of the wave, which is good. You need to have raindrops. Like, V-Tune didn't have one yet, even though it was, like, 330, 340 in the game. Like, this is crucial. It's like textbook when you play against this hero. The Hawk. We'll make sure that the hard camp is blocked. Seems like Custodes will be set up for another pretty good game, but at least this time around, the Hawk on the offlane, he's having a better time. Because last game on the Darkseer, honestly, that was... didn't go at all to how they planned.
Yeah. Lornoff right now with the level advantage in the mid lane. Yep. In terms of farm also with the advantage. Breathe Fire, of course. I mean, how much does that come into play against the Puck in terms of reducing the attack damage? I feel like BZM...
No, it matters. But, I mean, you already have more damage, so, you know, if you make the gap even higher, of course, it does matter. I mean, you can dodge it every now and then. If you're BZM, of course, if you're good with the facet.
Real deep here, but get pushed back to the lane. And then Harris actually makes his way over. 33 taking a lot of damage. Nice blocks as well. The tower contributing. V2 nets himself the kill, and now a glimpse into a blood grenade onto Soxa. Looks like VT would clean up both as V2. All right,
Didn't we see this last game?
I was going to say the exact same thing happened last game. The double kill into another kill after for V2.
This is a pop. This edge is pinging the offlane.
Oh, yeah.
He was coming with his creep through the gate. He was like, yo, boys, I'm coming up. But, you know, VP, good counter play. Tundra made a little bit of an overstep.
That was pretty much the only highlight for V2 in that game one, feels like.
Kind of.
Can you elaborate on that?
No, I hope that they can do better than this game. You're being very negative today, Shana.
No.
They had one highlight last game, minute 5.
Everybody has bad games.
Sure.
Especially when the lights are in your eyes. It's 33. On top of V2 with the help of Satsa, gets the rebound in V2 at half HP. The solo assumption is so powerful. Again, used not quite enough, but the last right click of 33 is indeed enough. It's now VP grouping up a bit to pressure the tier 1 in the mid lane.
It's definitely the correct play from them. You want to bring your supports to your DK with the first form, and you still have the siege creep. White one going for some pressure.
That Wild Wing is going ham on Banderas right now. As the orb actually finishes them off, they barely had to use anything to get that support kill. Impetus into the right clicks. Another support dead as Tundra. I mean, they can just do so much from a huge distance there.
Yeah, they also committed their supports quite a bit. Like, even just the Wild Wing was kind of whacking away at Paris there for quite a while. Now Whitemon is in a position to steal another creep. He's got himself a net. Keeps it alive. Kill, so Mr. Johnny has got one. He
nice dodge. Good. Great dodge. He knew it.
And VP do have another dragon form soon, so wouldn't be surprised if they bring their supports to mid once more.
V2 struggling on the farm right now. Despite that double kill, bottom net worth of all cores. He's only level 5 right now.
Imagine his net worth without those kills. It'll be pathetic.
Yeah.
33, he is set up for an ultra game for himself.
Ultra?
Yeah, giga net worth.
Okay.
Makes for an ultra game.
I see.
Tower is under attack.
Find a Hawk, who has the level advantage right now, but that Scorched Earth is doing quite a bit.
Oh,
that river,
speedy Bodhi.
Very fast. Zoxa making his way over as well as Crystallis.
Face boots.
Yeah. He's burning down. Another pop. That's 33. Soul Assumption. Goodbye. Another kill for 33.
I mean, why not? You TP over, you give yourself like a Midas charge on a hero, you gate down bottom with your little burn.
Tower is under attack.
It does feel like 33's having a free game right now.
Yep. He sure is. 4,300 net worth, minute 8.
Well, what's the build you want to see?
You can go so many different builds. Like you can go auras if you want, which is
the 33 special anyway.
Yep.
Doesn't matter what hero he plays, right?
Yeah, I could see. So he's got drums. People definitely love like the drums into Vlads used to be pretty good. You can also go straight Boots of Bearing. It's also not bad. If he wants to go for damage mitigation, he can go pipe on it. I feel like he can't really go wrong.
Almost too many choices here. For 33.
Oh, this is the phylactery. He got slightly buffed. I mean, this used to be like a more old school build, of course, because you play on Soul Assumption, you've got high range, you deal more damage.
Used to have a 4-second cooldown, of course.
That's true.
What is it now? It's like 8?
Between 6 and 8. We're gonna keep our tabs on those. And this one is 4, but we'll check on the phylactery. That's what you were, right?
Yes. Thank you.
World Cup, so we've got a lot of speedy boys.
I never thought I'd say that. I kind of miss phylactery. Seeing it from afar, not being in the game.
Not getting hit by it.
Yeah.
I mean, I will agree. I think it's a good item.
Yeah.
It just used to be too good. I would like to see Khanda more. It breaks nowadays. It's actually cool and it's undispellable. We should be seeing it every now and
Dire's
then.
middle tower is under
Should it?
attack.
Oh, we should.
Okay, thank you.
Radiant's
Just assume I'm being
bottom
positive.
tower is under attack. Radiant's
Tundra.
bottom tower has fallen.
Smoke partially breaks as
Dire's
Lauren
top
off
tower
into the
is
triangle
under
he
attack.
goes. Doesn't look like it's gonna result into a fight, at least not yet. BZM. We'll let that shield rune activated.
Yeah, I can move from Tundra. We'll have to see how deep we're gonna fight into this. Support is still kind of low level.
On target. accompanying the rest of his team pretty much here in the mid lane.
This is a very solid move. Like this minute 10 move where you put like 3 to 4 heroes mid and you allow your weak hero to like farm on the side lane. In this case, it's their dude. Ninja doesn't really want to join. If the fight breaks out and they drag it
Four up comes out, it's just on the moving. They'll take him out easily and a tier 1 to boot, so it's a little snack.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, I love this curveball. I know we talked about it already, I just need to mention that.
No, the spell and the facet is
very cool. Very cool. And for like these really high skill players, they min-max everything at BZM.
Like you can do it, like you can shoot it the whole distance in like 3 seconds. Like in very short form, you can go further, or you can like juke more with it. You can make it slower, curve it around, and like if you're about to get stunned, you might actually live because of the facet also. If you use it right before and you drag it out all the way. And I know every time Drake talks about puck, he talks about the range creep of the lane that you can now kill with the third ball for the damage on the spot.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
You mentioned Jenkins and I just checked out, honestly.
Yeah, makes sense. He's got a blade mail on the... I mean, at least this time around, VP, they're holding on a lot better when it comes to the game. They're holding down to pick goal. Confident that they're starting to
This will be a pretty solid steal for Tundra as well. Yep, the triangle. This list is extremely low, but he will be able to take out all of those creeps. And Beatstune, I mean, this is looking like a potentially better timed Radiance. We'll see.
I mean, it should be, right?
Had the death earlier, but power plays are really loud.
Dire's bottom
See,
tower
like,
is under attack.
just shoot at players in general.
I guess so. Meanwhile, I look over the Dota players. It's totally, it's just the other end of the spectrum, I guess.
I mean, to be fair, it's not like we're ending, like, what's the equivalent to ending a round in Dota? The game?
Ending a round, yeah.
Yeah, because every time they win a round, they start yelling.
Yeah, there's not much. I mean, a big team fight maybe,
Sure.
but I feel like Dota
Game
players
still
don't
goes
really
on,
react.
that's the problem.
Yeah, you gotta focus.
Yeah.
You want to pull an envy, as they would say in the biz.
Radiant
Word.
are scanning.
I'm gonna say a 23 savage.
Dire's middle
True.
tower is under attack.
Runs into Lornoff. Inside that kinetic field. Able to pick out the inch eventually.
Okay, so VP, they've got a good timing on their hands. You've got the blink available on Lornoff, and you have both supports being level 6. So they should be looking to like strike back on the map, which is why Saxa is here, to kind of like intercept some movement.
Yeah.
And 33 is stacking the triangle with Jimmy and Johnny.
And the MVP basically take out both supports and some space for these cores. If you want them to group up, then I assume Abaddon is the
Yeah, Abba is going to be the farmer. I'm not exactly sure how the Hawk is doing. I think it's like a blade but no blink yet. So the main 3 heroes that are supposed to play together for VP are your 2 supports and the Dragon Knight, especially with Antares having stolen the curveball. You're excited when BZM has curveball, but if Rubik has it,
No, Rubik has every spell he steals is better, right?
True.
The facet says off the initiation, but now he's outnumbered. Under the tier 1 tower, left by his team, dead. 33, credited with that bad boy.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
BZM, okay. Taken out by his own spell from Antares.
No, it's good. I mean, people might be wondering, like, why is the Hawk so far up? And honestly, I was too. But in the meantime, his team was smoking. You can't just go off the map with everybody. You know, you need to kind of start acting,
Radiant
start
are
pretending.
scanning.
So they still find BZM on the side as the Wisdom Shrine. Uh-oh.
33 will be snagging that one.
It's quite a big deal. Like, level 1 and level 2 birds do have quite the difference.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Definitely a bit of a different game here. I mean, at this stage, I think Tundra up is like 5k at that point.
Yeah.
With the Doom on their side. I mean, you could say with the Soul Assumption giving extra gold.
I mean, that is where the whole lead is from. They would be behind with Matt's Death Toll kills, for sure.
And what's the other facet? I mean, there's the one where you don't control your familiars, but nobody's can take that.
You have the AoE attack speed one, is what people sometimes do.
Yeah.
Like, where your Grave Chill, like when you play against like illusions and a lot of summons, that one is pretty good.
Right. Eris.
I mean, the game has slowed down quite a bit. Like Crystallis,
It
of
has.
course, we haven't really seen him, but he's just a Doom with his Midas trying to get to his Radiance. Whenever he wants to sell it, which is quite soon, he could complete the whole Radiance.
Under smoking up. The ward down. No cores near them though. They might have to settle for a Rubik. Lorraine shows himself. Whitemont not afraid. Getting healed up to a high degree. 33 now. Close the gap as cleanly as they would want. There's a rebound coming out. Misses rain, but support in the end. So they'll take that for themselves as well. So 33 on a mega kill streak right now.
Yep.
Sitting on
Dyer's
6-1
bottom
and
tower is
0.
under attack.
He is actually going for the full khanda, so now he has a Q on it. It's quite good.
Against the DK, against the Abby.
Absolutely. Even like,
Axe to some degree.
Like if Axe, late mail calls someone, you know, he can break him, take his damage out.
Very cool. EZM, Dragon Tail, into the hall. The rebound not in time. There's a lot of damage into the choppity chop. The Hawk and company get a double. Nice play set up there via the rune, which didn't even spawn there.
Very, very good. Get themselves a double kill into the mid-tier 1. That's them leading in the game now. And they've got the double blink set up with both supports being ready. They've got the levels to back it up. We're gonna have to see how Tundra kind of want to look to fight back into it. How much do you, how much does Roshan want in order to fight back? Does 33 feel like he wants to take straight up team fights? Are they looking for more skirmishes with when the khanda is ready?
Dyer's top tower has fallen.
We'll see if VP can continue to grow this lead now. They have a bunch of Chipper's vests activated.
Activated, huh?
Yep, they've activated them.
That's very good. Yeah, I mean, any core that can take Chipper Vest, they will take it. It's just incredible. Same with the Cobalt Cup, I feel like every team should have at least one of them.
I feel like you're saying this about every tier 1 item at this point.
What are you talking? No, I think nobody, like nearly nobody should take Dormant Curio. I do not like this item.
There it is.
I think it's weak.
Well, what if you don't get to one of the other items and you have to take Dormant Courier sometimes, right?
Well, then you can still take...
I don't do the math here. Like the Axe upgraded the Chipper's Vest into another Chipper's Vest.
Oh, that makes sense.
Good item right there. Get mana regen now. So Blink for the Hawk, we've already seen it, of course.
Yep.
As V-Tune working on the Manta style.
Makes sense. He should be on for like a slightly better timing, I would say. I mean, at least this is a combo I can respect. You know, the Dormant Courier with the Tumbler's Toy? You can bouncy bounce even more. It's good stuff.
Radiant are scanning.
Wait, the bounce is farther? Curious?
Yeah, that's what it does. Whenever you decide to take a different neutral item, you make it better. Whatever effect it does,
yeah, I
you make
understand.
it
I guess I just didn't realize Tumbler's Toy does literally nothing else other than that one thing now, because they separated the stats. Very cool.
Yeah, you forgot that one thing Tumbler's Toy does.
Very cool. Well,
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
rebound. Yeah, he's got that orb anytime. That when it's on cooldown, of course.
So cooldowns work. That makes sense. They're looking for a
looking to
poke.
re-aggress. V-Tune obviously is very difficult target, level 13 right now. He is disposed back as they can use Unleash as well to try to pop this borrowed time. They do so. So now on the run. Can I be the place from Rain? But there's the coil to hold the Abaddon in place, attempting to run away. You can see a Apodic shield off. Well, right clicks will suffice. The rebound connect. They don't have the vision. That's the follow though. Down goes V-Tune. But again, super happy with that. The attempted 2 either way, he's going to tick out in the base. Lornoff will fall. 2 cores dead for
I've
VP.
seen too many Dooms kill people in the fountain today. This is like, what, the 3rd or the 4th?
It's a crazy build.
Like when it comes to these last type of fights, like first the static, the glimpse, you bail them out, you had the glimmer as well to even allow for a turn kill. And yeah, you've got the khanda completed for 33. Being able to break these cores is, of course, very strong. Actually, if you can like follow up with a silence onto the Abaddon, V-Tune is gonna have to be careful with that. Because it is anything that's undispellable is usually pretty damn OP. Means it has like no counterplay.
But most breaks are undispellable, but Hoodwinks is dispellable.
Hoodwinks is dispellable. Isn't Silver Edge still dispellable?
Is it? I don't
I mean,
think
maybe
so.
they made it better, because that item used to be really, really weak.
Right. I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, if you invest like 6k gold in an item,
it better do its job.
yeah, it shouldn't be getting owned by like every other item. Like 4 staff, sure. If it's like one loaded or ammo shielding yourself, that should cut it.
And I believe the break also works against Shipper's Vest. Really important to note here is Chrysalis and company in the shadow of the smoke. V2. Okay, that is a surprise.
Oh, he just visited that. Oh.
Oh my.
Yep.
Khanda break evaporated and out of foil to cancel the 2A Tundra. Making great use of that break in a surprise tactic. Double kill for 33 and hey, why not?
The double kill with the once again.
And looks like Soxa gets rewarded with the shard this time.
It's a good one. It means you can like get higher range, and you can also bounce off of people when you're in a 1v1 with an enemy. He tumbled a toy into that position. Maybe he wasn't aware like you were with the higher range of the jumpy jump.
33 Khanda, drums. What do you want to see next?
He showed me he's going Ags, which means that they want to play the map more. I can kind of see that. Yeah, personally, I wouldn't mind the Boots of Bearing, but I'm just a big enjoyer of that one. Maybe when you have the Cobalt Cup, you don't really need it, because you kind of move max speed anyway.
Yeah, they don't. I mean, the slows coming out from VP. You got Battle Hunger.
Yeah, so I could also see other stuff, like maybe AC or Shiva, but maybe he wants to tank up a bit more first when it comes to like the HP department and playing the map. And honestly, at the end of the day, whatever he queues up is probably the best one to go. He's a specialist on the Wizard.
Call. 33 would be a great target. Static Storm in place. Nightfall special as Antares left alone. Looks like he's still phase shift, but he's hit the whole seat into the soul assumption. 33 is destroying. Thanks for embarrassing everybody.
But then again, he got some with early kill, later, you know.
Young man. Still trying to tank. And soon BZM takes this. Man, BZM has looked so good on Tundra.
Yeah.
In the later stages of OG, I remember casting some of his games, and I love BZM. I love, well, not you, because that was an irrelevant team, but regardless,
Yep.
Kazu, he just looked completely checked out, which is, it feels like it doesn't fit his personality at all, but it feels like sometimes just a different change of scenery,
I mean, it
different
happens.
team, you just, you know,
I do think
brings
it
out the
also
best.
goes to show like how much it matters how you feel in a team and like how, you know, like how the vibes are you motivated, and it's not only about how you press the buttons, but like is your head in the game. And
Yeah.
because it is true, I think some people they do check out. Stuff like this does happen. But yeah, on this team he looks phenomenal. I think it's similar with other players like Kristalis. I think in the past he's been hated on a lot as this.
Get that chop well, broken up, but the glimpse has come out. He's going to get stunned only once here by the familiar.
But he's going to build into the Maelstrom. I kind of like that. Give yourself like some more scale, also the AoE damage later around. But also he's kind of gearing up for a later game. You know, and it's kind of good itemization from supports as well. Like early on, you get like tank up a bit, you get a Pavis, Solar Crest, you help your team. Now he's kind of shifting into the Dragonlance, into the Pike.
Now that they've seen the Khanda, of course, VP have to play a lot safer in these instances.
Yeah, it also means that you can have to be ready to press the arm button if he's not silenced. Last time around he didn't.
But even against the DK, just getting rid of that armor.
Yep, and the chipper also.
Yeah. Still has that?
Someone does that, that's right. Pick me up.
He actually wants to beat BKB and dies immediately after. Another second out of the BKB now. The company have to exit the premises. Will be TPing successfully. Let's take kill for Tundra. Still 2.5 minutes on this Aegis.
I mean, I do hope that VP are also looking soon, like to strike back in a way, like to look for an aggressive play. Because I think right now, I kind of get the vibe now that they're looking to dodge, like very strongly, but they're not that weak, honestly. Like with their heroes, if you find someone that's not around, like honestly, I feel like they're dropping the map quite a bit. You now have a BKB up on Crystallis. Of course, you still have the Aegis, but you can play around it. Find Santa.
There's a Dragon Tail to follow. Easy kill for VP. 5 versus 4 now, but that's not counting the 8 for BZM. Gets the coil onto 2. Full assumption from afar. BZM pops the dust on the other side. Lorna has to use the BKB in retreat into the pinpoint form. They were able to fight here. Not going to be much use on this Dragon Knight. Apart shield. Dispel that stun. Looks like he will walk away. Despite losing the support on the Tundra side, still looking to fight.
Okay with that. You know, they get the kill, you bait out the coil, sure. You do have to expand the BKB, so the one thing that sucks a little bit for VP is that their BKBs are going low. You know, the Hawk used his new one earlier, and I believe Loredov used at least 2 or 3 charges now, so that's hurt him quite a bit.
Mjolnir almost online for the DK now as well. Tundra only sporting a 3k lead. V-Tune gonna help close the gap. It's Radiant's Manta into a Basher. Almost has enough for it right now. Play was not there, but Lorna on the break. Doing that much against the axe right now. Most of the damage is from so far away. He has to pop the BKB again in retreat. BZM with a coil. We'll use it eventually onto the Hawk.
They're chasing Blink cancel.
33 continuing on from the sideline. ZM still has an Aegis to burn, so not going to be too scared in this situation. Able to find a target though. Go back away, and now with 25 seconds left on the Aegis, might want to play it a bit safe. Ags online for 33 though.
On the next DK form, they could look for a smoke, or maybe even on this Aegis Expire. They don't have too much time, as the form will run out soon. But VP, they're definitely playing a lot cleaner in this game. They're only down 2k gold.
Yep.
Did get through this Aegis timer as well. Please, in 5 seconds, they will have.
We'll tick away. Refresh his HP now. Dragon tailed into a call. Do they have the damage? Static one right on top of him. Down with BGM. Huge kill for VP. The Hawk actually lives to that impetus. Terrific pickoff for VP. Looks like Tundra were not on exactly the same page there.
Oh, that play was lit. They had a really nice ward behind. You use the guns. I mean, obviously Pucks will usually dodge that, but he gets Dragon stunned, pulled back into the Axe call.
Radiant are scanning.
And not underestimate the scaling on VP's lineup as well.
Are scanning.
Got the Abaddon, Lorenov, of course, with very high networks. Got the Mjolnir completed now as well.
You have to see the Ags for Visage right now. I assume after this he goes something like AC.
Especially at this point, like, you've got both the Abaddon and DK like scaling more into physical damage, so you should be looking at some auras. Unless we have
yeah, he's gonna die again. They just have a second stun to layer there. He's going to the south as some TP's attempting to help him out. Not really needed though. Oh boy, glimpse on the quick flip. He's out of there. BZM gonna use the foil though. 33 in the vicinity as well. So they get the support kill. They are missing. In the air, it gets the shift off in time. Is applied to second target. Steal from Antares. Crystallis gets dunked by the Hawk. Runs away in the midst of that BKB BZM. They basically started this fight with little HP. Lost 3 members for Tundra, and he can't do too much now.
Vizia nearly died. Like, there was a bash last second that nearly got him down. But good fight for a VP. Once again, even with, like, you get the Stolen Doom, so you take out Crystallage there as well. 3-for-3 trade. At this point, 33's net worth is really high, but his damage output is not big. Like, you do spam out a lot of spells, of course, with the khanda as well, but I feel like he's struggling a little bit. Maybe on his next round of items, able to do a bit more.
If VP can, once this next Roshan, I feel like they have to contest.
Roshan contest, but the game is so even, you're barely down when it comes to gold. And you will still have Stolen Doom.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the Roche respawn, of course, will be 3 max.
Are you able to read the clock?
What do you mean?
In the rush pit? Yeah, it's really difficult.
It's like really close. What is this, like 30 seconds?
It looks like a minute to me. There you go.
Apparently I can read.
We'll add that back to the game.
The actual timer, yeah, it's 2 minutes, 40 seconds.
Crystallis gets rewarded for a shard here. At the Scorched Earth healing, I assume?
It is.
Not the best.
It's okay. Yeah. There's like a lot of random stuff in the game. It feels good.
Who else could they have gotten that on? He's missing a shard right now.
Probably, no, Puck has his...
Inch.
Yeah, you would have preferred Sproing Key. Especially with the items that Whitemon already has. I mean, both teams have supports that really love going into the late game, like in terms of scaling. Disruptor Axe, you've got Rubik, Inch as well when it comes to like late game scaling. As 33 wants to go for a nullifier, so he just wants to make sure to cut through like some. I guess for now it's mainly Glimmer Cape.
Also got faked out there.
But shield, Glimmer Capes.
They're tanky VP. Have the shield rune.
A prize.
Legion is about to pop in the pit. You say they have the fastest roach capabilities.
They don't. You also don't really want that pop DK form to kill it, because then if Tundra start delaying you, it's a really easy fight for them.
That should help.
Inex are going to be very crucial there for Tundra if they do have any, because of course if they die, they've got the outpost right around the corner to come back in. But it's only 33 who has it.
And they're going to attempt it. This would be a huge get for VP. He's getting back, but will TP out the Nightfall special. Really practice that one in the lobbies. After losing the Abbey, Tundra though, we're looking to fight.
But it's a 2-for-1 trade. I don't know if neither team can really take Roche here. But, I mean, if Tundra try, VP will just fight you back. And next time around, I don't know if VP still had a gem. I feel like they didn't. And they didn't have a sentry either, because Tundra had really good vision in the pit with 33 aghanim scepter. We'll just have a little standoff until our bros are back alive.
Dire are scanning.
How do these fights feel like they're end up coming down to VK timing in terms of how much time is left on them?
I mean, VP they're coming out a little bit ahead on some of these fights. I mean, maybe I think the network doesn't truly show it, but I think the execute swing, at least from last fight, was in their favor. Let's see, it's 50 seconds until this Roshan moves into the top area.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that.
For him to run over and slap some people.
Yeah, the Valorant. They're excited about that as well.
Yeah, they won their round.
Everybody loves Roche. UK lead for Tundra, and it is a Roche off in the pit. Still in Viz with that Ags for 33. It's the Hawk and Company. Will smoke now.
They're drawing the line, but they're drawing 2 different lines. They have now settled on the one through the mid-river. See about Tundra's positioning. They should know. At this point, kind of all you need to do is hold your positioning and break all the angles.
gonna go for the huge wraparound here?
No, they might just hold this area because Roche moves top in 10 seconds.
The illusion fakes them out. No. Learn their lesson.
See Chrysalis, do they want to buy it?
Dragon. The Doom to Hawk with a follow-up. Do they have the damage? Gets to the outskirts of the company. Go back away. End up being thwarted as Roche makes his way to the north.
Yeah, but let's see about Tundra, because you've had, was it double BKB expanded from VP and your Dragon form too?
Yeah, they want to kill Roche now, but they need to get fully healed. He still has Doom.
I mean, Tundra are not gonna give you this. They know that you've expanded so much on this last go. There's no way.
Got it. And Lornoff and company exiting the pit for the time being, and I mean, it's only a matter of time before this Dragon form is done, and then your fight is effectively done as well.
Radiant are scanning.
This is where teams will often get kind of pressured into these situations.
Radiant
They can see that
middle
Roche
tower
is
under attack.
pretty healthy. Like you said, into the air. Meanwhile, the Hunter they get taken out by the impetus and just all the other spam that Tundra have to work with. That's 70 seconds of no axe. Now Tundra play this safe if they want and just secure Roche for themselves.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, Tundra, they played that pretty well. Like, when you play against someone that relies on you, you play DK and Axe, you do rely on them. So any ball that's dragged out by Tundra is always beneficial. If you rely on like this nice initiation, the guys get him killed by the to take the fight, and Roche is there.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
At a 5k lead now. Interesting that Chrysalis takes the Aegis here.
Yes, now that BZM, I believe he finished up the Lincoln Sphere in the last fight, so he can't really die. I mean, he needs to have a lot of stuff go wrong. He either needs his Lincoln's broke into a DK stun or to get Axe called, which honestly...
BZM has a little bit of GPK in him.
I actually don't know.
He's got a
think
little...
so?
In the past, yeah, not recently. That's the thing. But you know, these players...
So he's leveled
they
up.
get very cocky in the second line with the extra
But
protection,
he doesn't have
of
the second life
I'm saying with the
available, so
extra
he's fine.
protection of the Lincolns, which is why he gave up the Aegis. It was his idea.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, at this point, I would say they're starting to need Chrysalis to like dish out the longer fight damage when it comes to right clicks. So just putting him in the front, and he's tanky. He's got the, he's got Gale Guard. He's close to the kind of like it.
And it means they just can't burst him, so he'll always get that Doom off.
Yep.
Radiant's bottom
interesting.
tower
I mean, of
is under
course, it means that
attack.
if you're VP, you're gonna try to focus BZM like that much harder in one of the next fights. But it also means that you have to like commit an axe call, and if you blink in with your BKB and that call fails, your fight kind of ends on the spot. Brawny Outworld Staff, Janet, thoughts?
Really powerful.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This was a
Radiant's
neutral that I
bottom
thought was
tower
going to
has
be
fallen.
considered garbage. Every pro player took
Radiant's
it for the
middle
first 2
tower has
weeks.
fallen.
Effectively making me think that I'm an idiot, which, you know, could still be the case.
It's fair.
But now less people are taking it.
I would say it's very situational. There was a period where it was quiet. And then something new comes out, of course you want to try it, but you need to be able to dodge like something specific.
Initiation on the Crystal, not a whole lot of damage follow-up, though pipe activated the VP. Yeah. And this tower, the stone, and terrace.
They're going for a wrap. I do kind of like this, but looks like 33 has something to say about this one. See, now
but he's going to get healed now. That is truly unfortunate for VP. I thought they had a lot of damage now, a lot of lockdowns. 2 dead already for VP. Make it 3 as Tundra. Man, Soxa saving this. Now they can just go absolutely crazy on the buildings.
I mean, that's a nice try, and against someone else it might work, but you know, 33, he breaks his wall. With the pick me up, nails out 33. In that moment, the fight's over.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Bottom lane, at the very least, still 50 seconds of no axe with no buyback either. Even if you buy back on the DK, does not have Dragon Form, so
this is
might just be 2. Game up until this point, and just capitalizing on potentially one mistake if you don't even look at it that way.
No,
Or just a really good play from Tundra.
Yeah,
I mean, you talked about the Aegis. They don't want to go on Doom. Puck is really hard to kill, so they focus Visage, which if they get that, that's huge.
It's like you have to clutch it. Like maybe they still have lift, and you need to like position Terrace so you can like lift Saksa before that comes out. You know, it's about small things like that. If that hits, the play might just be, you know, genius, and it might work out. But yeah, game was very even. Then around the Roshan play, of course, the game did kind of slip away. Terrace looking for a little hex. It's always a nice item to have. Set this up. This is kind of a roll.
Yeah, lift. This is still the Aegis to work through, though. Still pops on Manta. It's the Dragon still on. A lot of follow. They keep up the Shivas as well. They actually use the Static Stone off the side. They don't want them to stay. Like to die. Nothing else. Have ult. As the Abaddon will get back to half HP thanks to the borrowed time. Crystal's just going to focus on the tier 2 tower. It's like VP used a lot of spells to try to get the Aegis, and they couldn't even get that.
Yeah, the problem is, especially like when you play some of these lineups, there are things that are easy to abuse. Maybe it's your Pipe Crimson downtime, it could be your BKB charges, or here of course it's your Abba ult. That's a pretty decent highly cooldown, has been used quite a few times. And DK form too. You have to be careful how you use these spells. If you give them away for free, Thunder will always look for the opportunity after.
He's got it down pat.
Oh, he's really good.
Just needs the haircut to go with it, and he'll be truly unstoppable. Or is it more lack of a haircut? I actually don't know anymore.
Just talk about something.
So 20k lead here for Tundra. Yazoo?
Yep. What about it? I mean, let's see. I'm still looking for, when it comes to VP, there are some things coming for them that could change the game. I mean, one would be a refresher on Mr. The Hawk, which he's working on.
Oh my goodness, all right, Rain. Goodbye.
I mean, I was hoping for maybe Rain to have more net worth, but obviously if you're +5 Disruptor in a rough game, and you don't get any of the enchantments,
was it a Curio into hopefully getting that? This looks to be a potentially 3 megas unless they'll have a say about it. They have to contest this. Yep. Aghanim is up. 30 birds. After the familiar though with the rebound. Save one. Very big lead there. Pipe is popped, but V-Tune is taking it this time. Being put to Jenkins looks to be right here in the 2-0. Yeah. Wrong team though, of course, but
great call.
That's just a minor detail. Royal on to 2. They get the break, but Abaddon does come forward this time. The Hawk now with the BKB. So it's like every single time we've seen him use this, he's had to run away, which is unfortunate. State of affairs for the side of VP. Thunder with the mega secured. See how safe they want to play this.
See a top but even if you jump in, you can you'll be able to do that. Like what if there's just some items that you can exploit like this?
In terms of game design, it's a band-aid. You know, it should be all or nothing.
Sure.
I mean, it's a weird one, I guess. It's just a high. I feel like it's not an issue in most games. It's just high-level play. Right?
It's true.
I mean, I remember back in the day when the buyback situation was the biggest issue with the game. You just have unlimited buybacks.
I mean, yeah, sure. But they did a good change, like putting cooldown on it. Which is also better, because at some point in Hong you had like charges. I think the cooldown is the right way to do it. I mean, let's see. What can Antares do in this game to like kind of come in clutch? Still foil, still do. They need big things to happen. When you're down 25k, the win ain't just walking your way.
Well, if your team spirit, they level up when they're down.
Well, they do, but they find every instance of what they can do. Like, what can you play for? What do you need to do on the map? Against Megas, you're down 25k gold.
Does feel like call somebody, you have to static storm so that rebound has far enough range that you don't even have to worry about
You need
that,
the
right?
field to be up for him to not get pulled out.
Yeah.
Which is a tough ask because this disruptor has 0 net worth. What are you talking about? It's just a hard game. Guys playing against Megas as disruptor, and they can't kill anyone. And he didn't get a GPM. His champion gets a sack. Yeah. In Magic, he gets it against an aghanim. Maybe they win.
Oh, they do get an AC, but it's on the Enchantress.
That kind of makes sense. You chat it up.
The nullifier was opted instead, so.
I talked about that too, but I guess you didn't hear
No,
that.
I mean, he's had it for a while. I'm just, you know.
Also saying, you're also talking
There's
about
people
it.
that join the Twitch stream or the YouTube stream 30
Or
seconds
kick.
ago, and they would never know.
Very important.
Keck, makes more sense. 26k lead here. Tundra as they should be able to secure this rush and
You need to somehow bait, maybe Tundra is going too deep, have some damage, Tundra is very chill.
Now do you get it to BZN?
Does it matter?
He's in the pit, so that means he's taking it.
No, he's just eating it. Let's just take refresher also. You can take whatever you want. Take all the items.
Except Roche Banner.
Take the banner.
No core wants that.
Megas. You know how strong they are?
Oh yeah, they're
Mega giga creeps.
against these two supports that can't do a whole lot. Is Chrysalis now with the refresher orb. And they're looking to close the door here on this 2-game series between the two.
Slowly stepping forward and taking over some more areas. Got a good ward in the enemy base.
And a few wards left for VP.
Yeah.
On base.